day everyone, I'm Florimay Arpehi from BSc 1-2. I'm here to present to you my topic entitled Differential Association Theory and Containment Theory. First, we discuss the differential association theory. Differential association theory proposes that people learn values, attitudes, techniques, and motives for criminal behavior through their interaction with others. It is learning theory of deviance that was initially proposed. The theory has continued to be enormously important to the field of criminology ever since. It means that criminal behavior is learned through contact with individuals who are themselves and the interaction with others person in a communication process. For example, a person becomes a criminal because of frequent criminal pattern. If one is exposed to a repeated criminal scenario, this scenario will eventually rub off on others nearby. So, this theory is based upon the idea that criminals commit crime based upon their association with others. Next is the founder of differential association theory. Edwin Sutherland, considered as one of the most influential criminologists of 20th century. An American criminologist proposing that through interaction with other individuals learn the values, attitude, techniques, and motive for criminal behavior. Edwin Sutherland, in 1939, focuses the learning theory of deviance, how individuals to do a crime, and construction of boundaries. Sutherland published The 20,000 Homeless Men in 1936, The Professional in 1937, and The Principle of Criminology in 1939. Although Sutherland's theories received wide praise, his critics maintained that he failed to explain both the development of the first criminal and why some people excessive exposure to criminal behavior pattern do not commit criminal act. Sutherland theories dominated criminology and they continue to do so for nearly a generation. He died on October 11, 1950 in Bloomington, Indiana at the age of 67. Sutherland theory doesn't account for why an individual becomes a criminal but how it happens. He summarized the principle of differential association theory with 9 propositions. First is the criminal behavior is learned. Second is the criminal behavior is learned in interaction with others via a process of communication. Third is the principal part of the learning of criminal behaviors occurs within intimate personal groups. Fourth, when criminal behavior is learned includes techniques of committing crime, which are sometimes very complicated, sometimes simple, and the specific direction of motives, drives, rationalization, and attitudes. Fifth is the specific direction of motives and drives toward is learned from definition of the legal codes as favorable or non-favorable. 6. A person becomes delinquent because of an excess of definition favorable to violation of law over definition unfavorable to violation of the law. 7. Is the differential association aren't equal. They can vary in frequency, intensity, priority, and duration. 8 is the process of learning criminal behavior by association with criminal and anti-criminal patterns involves all of the mechanics that are involved in any other learning. 9 is the criminal behavior could be an expression of generalized needs and values, but they don't explain the behavior because non-criminal behavior express the same needs and values. Next topic is entitled Containment Theory. Containment theory contends that the series of external social factors and internal qualities effectively insulate certain individuals from criminal involvement even when ecological variables induce others to engage in crime. Although initially promising, the theory has been subjected to very few empirical tests. Therefore, the relative strength of its various propositions have never been properly established. The theory was criticized by some criminologists for various weaknesses. Containment theory refers that all humans are to subject to criminal behavior and individuals are pushed and pulled it into crime. For example, a push into delinquency or crime might be a low level of frustration, tolerance, rebelliousness, the needs for gratification as well as wants and needs. It means that containment theory will also push into crime that are more internal. Next is the founder of containment theory. Walter C. Reckless is an American criminologist known for his containment theory of criminology, which stated that juvenile delinquency commonly arises from a breakdown in moral and social force. He served as professor of criminology until his retirement in 1969. Subject of the study are delinquency and containment. Reckless subsequently shifted his attention to the problem of delinquency among young offenders and eventually published the first text topic is juvenile delinquency in 1932. Reckless containment theory gave rise to later control theories. He died on September 20, 1988 at Dublin, Ohio at the age of 89. Next, we discuss the foundation of containment theory. According to Reckless relied upon the collection of earlier observation from his solo and collaborative research in formulating containment theory. Some of this research focused upon the notion of self-concept, where it was observed that a good self-concept provides a youth with a protective shield and or insulation against delinquency. It means the observation apparently held over time, leading Reckless to assume that good and poor self-concept is a reflection of the internalization of favorable and unfavorable socialization and in the way an important internal buffer against delinquency. We discuss the inner and outer containment. Inner containment involves the personal, social controls over behavior. Reckless believed that this include self-control, a good self-concept, ego strength, and so on. It means that the inner containment controlling the self by a favorable self-concept, frustration, tolerance, and the ability to follow norms. And the outer containment dealt with the structural buffers in the youth's proximal social environment that serve to restrain them. It means that the outer containment is attained through the power of various social institutions to restrain the conduct of individuals. For more information about differential association theory and containment theory, these are the reference. I remember that Malcolm X told, "Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today." Thank you.